Why would a blind person turn on the lights? There was an individual who had a friend who was blind. As the blind person walked in to the dark house, he walked in first and he put the lights on. And his friend, who was able to see, asked his blind friend, "Exactly why did you put the lights on? You can't see anyway. What was the point?" And the blind person said, "I put the lights on so that you can see." And he thought to himself, "Okay, I get that." And then the blind person continues and says, "You put the switch off when you leave the room, right?" He says, "Yes." He says, "Why do you do that? Why do you put the switch out? Why don't you leave it on so other people can have light? Why do you turn the lights off when you leave the room? Why aren't you considerate, thinking about other people who would like to have light?" Those words coming from a blind person touched his friend's heart in ways that he can't explain. It taught him a most valuable lesson. And it's such a true lesson in life that we don't realize how inadvertently, perhaps, we turn the lights off and we're not thinking about the other person who's going to enter the room. Not just literally a dark room, not a room that was light and now you turn the switch off, but it's rather talking about our actions. That do we, at times, turn the switch off? That we do not allow the light that we have to remain on? You see, each one of us was created by God. As according to the words of the Talmud, God formed us. We are Yetzir Kapav. We are a creation that God formed us with his hands. So we were handpicked by God. We were handpicked by God to live in this generation, in this time, for a specific purpose. And God took a specific soul that was waiting in heaven and put it in us. Our soul belongs to us. It is customized for us to live in this world, not just to exist, but to accomplish. That our journey in life should be a meaningful journey, a purposeful journey, and an accomplishing journey. What is our journey? Is to be a light unto others. Now, with that being said, God gave you and I specific talents that's specifically designed for us. There are artists, there are musicians, there are engineers. There is the full array of talent that people were given at birth. At birth, God has given each one of us a mission of how our life's journey is going to be. But there's one message to each one of us, that our job is to keep the lights on. Our job is to light up people's lives. When God gave you a specific talent, don't hold it back to yourself. Don't shut the lights for others, but rather share your talent with others. When you hear of a certain job opportunity that opened up, be the one to jump and turn the light on and share it with others. Don't turn the lights off and keep others in the dark. realizing how often in life that we have an opportunity to be the light, to turn the switch on, and to include others, and to give others an opportunity. But rather, sometimes we just turn the lights off. And we realize that the God-given talents that we have, we are squandering it away instead of monopolizing on it, instead of growing on it, and realizing that God gave me these gifts. Why are the lights out? Why don't I turn on the lights and share what I have with others? Whether it's advice, whether it's knowledge, whether it's experience. There's so much that you have that you can turn the lights on for others. And it's not just about turning the lights on, it's being careful not to turn the lights off. When some opportunity comes your way, and you become aware of a certain opportunity, whether it's a business deal or whether it's an acquisition or whether it's a job opportunity, something that came to your attention, it's there by divine providence. And at that time you ask yourself the question, am I turning the lights off? Am I not sharing this with others? Or rather turn the lights on and share with what information you just got, and share it with others so that there may be light for others. A little bit of light pushes away a lot of darkness. So when you think about the blind man who put the switch on, zero benefit to him because he's blind, but he was thinking about the next person. The same thing, before we turn the lights out on an idea or on some knowledge or on some talent or on some emotion, some love, don't turn the lights out. Turn the lights on or leave the lights on so that others can enjoy. There was once a general from the Israeli army who came to visit my rabbi in a private audience. He was discussing with the rabbi what the rabbi does. And besides studying and learning, he explained that his job is to light up people's lives. And he says, how do you do that? And the Rabbi went on to explain, a candle is just a hunk of wax. The string in the middle is a wick, but it is not a candle until you light it. How do you light it? Is by bringing fire to the wick. As soon as you bring fire to the wick, then the candle becomes a candle and brings light. So he asked the Rebbe, so what is my job? Your job is to be the match. Because we cannot light another candle unless there's a match, unless there's an existing flame. And the only way that flame would bring light to the candle is when you come close to it. And that is the journey of our life. It is so important for us to light up people's lives, but not from a distance, but rather from closeness. To have an opportunity to talk to people face to face and to really connect with people as we used to connect with people, face to face. And by doing that, you are bringing your candle closer to the wick, that you'll light up the other person's candle, and you would be turning on the lights for that person. And we should never, ever underestimate our ability, our power to light up a person's life. We don't know what darkness a person is being challenged with. But when God puts you in a position to connect with someone, it is your responsibility to flick the switch on, to strike the match, light up the person's life with kind words, with loving words, with caring words, with an embrace. And you would be the one who's turning switch on. God has given each one of us the potential and opportunity to be the igniter, to be the match, to be the flame, to light up the next candle that comes your way. As you light up the next candle, your life will be lit up as well. And remember, leave the lights on so that the next person can see the light as well. God bless you. God loves you.